Přestup na metro. Příští zastávka Štěpánská.
Hodin 17 minut je přistaven na nástupišti.
Public Transport Company. We wish you a pleasant journey.
Příští zastávka termin.
Ale vy nebudete ne, ale dopoledne, co tam mám.
BS 2876 do Agadiru.
Ten měl já chlapu a pak
To contact us now. All other passengers, please wait until your boarding group is called. We wish you
and comfort on board. You must always follow the instructions given by our crew. For your safety, you must comply with all posted placards and lighted signs in the cabin. You may use smartphones and other handheld electronic devices during the flight, but we ask
Ja tervehdys kertaalleen vielä tätä ohjaamoista kapteeni tässä. Aloittelemme kohta puolin lähestymistä.
Tervetuloa Helsinkiin. Istu vielä paikallasi turvia kiinnitettynä, kunnes turvamerkkivalo on sammutettu. Welcome to Helsinki. Please remain seated and keep your seatbelt fastened until seatbelt sign has been switched off. We ask you to open all lockers carefully so that items do not fall out. You may now switch off the flight mode on your handy device. Smoking is prohibited also outside the aircraft. On behalf of all of us on board, Finnair one word, I hope you have enjoyed this flight with us. Thank you, goodbye, and we look forward to seeing you soon again. Have a nice and sunny day.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.
ستيفان حدثنا شفتي هذا نزلناه من المحاسبة
se